here. There is something about this place that is different from all other places in the earth. Certainly the presence of the university has a great deal to do with that.
Robert Penn Warren's got an essay on Faulkner. He credits a lot of Faulkner's success on the geography of this place, the rolling hills and the pine winey afternoons, and there's just something in the air. So many people around here who are affiliated in one way or another with the university. There are various cultural activities.
It's, I think, just really luck to have somebody like Richard and Lisa that wanted to come back to Oxford and open up a bookstore and have created this wonderful two-story bookstore with food upstairs where you can sit and eat and look at the books, and the combination of the community that really loves to read and appreciate writers. It's a small community with a good university, and you do get to know people. You see people on the streets over and over, and you interact and talk about books. I just think it's one of the most unique places that I've ever lived. It's just a real different atmosphere here, and I think people that come in feel it. They feel that it's special. There are a lot of really interesting characters in this town, for one thing. A lot of stories. It's great to come down to the square and see people sitting around actually talking to each other. I know Faulkner used to just walk around and listen.
Mr. Faulkner moved here in 1902 when he was 5 years old. His grandfather was the president of the First National Bank. So Faulkner grew up here and lived here till his death in 1962. So we're talking about 60 years of association with Oxford. I think that if he could see his image on the wall of the McDonald's down here, I think he would draw out, as Huck Finn says.
On the backside of Oxford, down the hill from the square, is the hookah, an Oxford tradition for 10 years. Movie house, concert hall, late-night cafe, and gathering place for some of Oxford's more unusual citizens. We talked with author and resident Barry Hanna there.
Oxford was a chance for a new life, a new job, and good place to make fiction, create your own world, and live a little in the one that's offered around here with a fine university and the wonderful bookstore and places like this, the Hoka. It is likely that one could write in a town like this because in Mississippi, eventually you know everybody. It's why you kind of have to be very careful and not say anything bad because it's damn well going to be somebody's cousin. My next book has many Oxford scenes in it. Change of seasons in the town, a hot, hellish summer, into the soothing moons of October. I try to follow this seasonal path for the adventures of my hero, a Korean vet who's just trying to find vision and stay out of trouble. Well, I describe Oxford, modern-day Oxford, as the United Nations with catfish on its breath. Yellow, brown, black, white, red. Offering everybody a hand. Just bring yourself.